This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 435, 15 Reasons to Tell Your Child I Love You by Joshua Becker of BecomingMinimalist.com. Happy Friday and welcome to my show. I'm Joss Marie and I'm here to narrate from some of the best relationship blogs we can find every Monday through Friday. And I pretty much cover anything relationship-based, including content that talks about the psychology of love, as well as the joys and challenges of parenting. And speaking of, today I'll actually be featuring a parenting post about nurturing love and trust in your kids. So let's dive right into Joshua's post and start optimizing your life. 15 Reasons to Tell Your Child I Love You by Joshua Becker of BecomingMinimalist.com. Quote, Love. Love changes everything. Hands and faces, earth and sky. Love. Love changes everything. How you live and how you die. Andrew Lloyd Webber and Don Black. Think about love for a moment. Love has the power to change lives in incredible ways. It causes grown men to buy flowers and teddy bears on February 14th. It causes women to give up the power of the remote control. It causes parents to drive to the pharmacy for children's cough syrup at 2 a.m. When love gets a hold of us, we become different people almost overnight, no convincing required. Our lives change just because we have fallen under the control and influence of love. But love is such a powerful emotion that it even begins to change the person who is loved, because to be loved is to be changed. And that's why, to the best of my knowledge, I tell my children every single day that I love them. It begins to change who they are, what they know, and who they will become. Number 1, it gives them someone to trust. When kids know they are loved, they know they have someone to trust. Oh, sure, not every piece of advice we'll give them throughout life is going to be the best advice, but they can rest confident knowing that we will always give it our best shot with their best interests in mind. Number 2, it tells them they are valuable. When children know they are loved because of who they are, not because of what they have done, they begin to realize the true value of their lives. And people who fully realize the inherent value of life are more likely to make the most of it. Number 3, it gives them a fan in the seats. Children who are loved know that they will always have somebody on their side cheering for them. And while the cheering may be epitomized in the bleachers at a 5-year-old's t-ball game, it is far bigger than that. They also know that they have somebody cheering for them in the game of life. Number 4, it gives them courage. A loving parent becomes a strong foundation that can never be shaken. When a son or daughter knows that their foundation is strong and stable, courage begins to be added and risks begin to be taken. Number 5, it gives them time to grow. Love is patient. Love bears through the good and the bad. It grants children time to gain wisdom, discretion, and understanding. And luckily so, because none of us have all this stuff figured out yet. Number 6, it allows them to make mistakes. A natural outflowing of love is forgiveness. When we love somebody, we forgive their wrongs. Children who know they are loved know they will be forgiven even after making the inevitable mistakes that we all make. But just to be clear, if you think this truth gives children freedom to do anything and everything they want, keep listening. Number 7, it provides correction. Love always seeks the best of another. It always desires the best possible outcome in the life of another person. As a result, love must provide correction. And while this may sometimes look like punishment, it may also look like steady encouragement. But it always seeks the best of another, and discipline is far easier to receive when the motives are not self-seeking. Number 8, it produces joy. Whether 5 years old or 90 years old, a message of being loved brings a smile to our face and joy to our soul. It warms the heart, lifts the spirit, and results in joy. It has the opportunity to change the course of an entire day or the course of an entire lifetime. Number 9, it gives hope. Love produces hope in our lives. It gives a sense that we are valuable, likable, and worthy. And in a young child's life, that results in a great hope for the future. Number 10, it takes away fear. Because protection is always available, love casts out fear. Whether it be a barking dog, a college application, a job interview, or the beginning of a new family, those who are loved are better equipped to handle life's scariest and most unsure moments. Number 11, it makes them part of something bigger than themselves. To be loved is to be accepted as part of something bigger than ourselves. A child who is loved has an identity in something greater than their own personal world. And the sense that we are part of something bigger produces responsibility, commitment, and ethic. It is something that our world needs more of today. Number 12, it gives them confidence that they are always welcome. Loving arms are always open, and that becomes a powerful, life-changing truth when we find ourselves a long ways from them. Number 13, it means another's life is being lived for theirs. The single greatest act of love is to give your life for someone else. And while that could appear in the literal act of dying to save someone else's life, it more frequently appears in our daily choices of living selfless lives. Number 14, it provides motivation to love others. When our lives have been changed by love, we are far more likely to extend love to others. In so doing, we reproduce each of these life-enhancing qualities in the life of another, and the world continues to smile. And number 15, it will always remain. Love perseveres, stays true, and never fades. It always remains. To know that you are loved at the age of 36 with the same intensity that you were loved at the age of 6 produces the exact same results, and that brings a smile to my face. With love, dedicated to my mom and dad. Thanks for the great love you have shown me in the past, in the present, and in the future. Know that I am trying hard to offer the same to my children. You just listened to the post titled, 15 Reasons to Tell Your Child I Love You by Joshua Becker of BecomingMinimalist.com. What a beautiful post on all the reasons why a child needs to hear why he or she is loved. Joshua is absolutely right that love has the power to change who we are and who we become. And this 100% extends to our kids. It might feel strange at first to consistently say I love you if that's something you weren't brought up hearing all the time. But just be mindful of how it can help your kids feel valued and nourished by a love that never fades. Talon and Colby know just how much Lee and I love them. We tell them it at least 24 times a day, and because actions speak louder than words, we do everything in our power to make sure our actions align with our words. And because Joshua Becker's content covers many categories, you can hear more of his blog posts right at Optimal Living Daily or Optimal Finance Daily. And his content sometimes appears on the Optimal Health and Optimal Business Daily shows too. Simply search for the shows you'd like to follow and hit subscribe to get more episodes for free. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show. Thanks so much for coming by. Have an enjoyable weekend, and I'll see you again first thing on Monday with a post about technology and human connection, where your optimal life awaits.